It comes down to getting someone to stop and listen to. And it's much easier for a pretty blonde girl than it is for a guy.
What I see from this is you guys don't think you're sexy. Are you sexy? It's important for you guys to look in the mirror and say, I'm sexy. I can look in the mirror and say, I'm sexy. It's very important. You get what I'm saying, Damien? Did you think about trying to attract some other customers? For example, you guys are men. And if you use the sexiness as men, who are you going to go after? Perhaps gay couples? Gay men? You gotta think that way. You know, David, you took your shirt off, so...
For the first 5 minutes, and we realized that did not work.
There was something there.
How's it going?
Great.
Going great. I understand you sold an impressive amount of soup.
Yes.
Good. Jamie, let's see if your assessment matches the excitement of what the women think they did.
Well, I thought they were very enthusiastic. What I also saw was a lot of flirting, which happened with a lot of the guys that came along on the street. I saw a lot of playing the cute card.
We're playing the gender card again, or?
No, there's 6 women here, so we figured what better way to promote our company than to say it's women-owned.
How does that connect with selling soup?
With selling soup.
Our goal during the performance review was to completely confuse the contestants about whether it's appropriate to use their sexuality in business.
We said that we sold the soup, we made the soup, we were selling the soup.
You played the gender card.
She felt that we had used our sexuality.
We didn't sit there and flirt.
Maybe wearing, skimpy little, bikinis and thongs and trying to sell soup, fine. That's flirting. No one did that.
I was in a turtleneck and pants. And I have to tell you that in venture capital, cute don't cut it. Because what I'd really love to see is for all the ladies here to graduate from girlhood to womanhood.
It's time that, you business girls graduate to businesswoman.
I came here as a businesswoman.
I don't really know where she was going with that.
Jamie's starting to strike me as a woman hater. Like there's only room at the top for one woman and that's her.
The girls hate my character. Not so much me, but in defense of my character, she hates them back.
Enough said.
David, you monitored the men. What is your assessment of their soup sales?
Based on what Jamie just said, the fact of the matter is you guys are learning to fight fire with fire. Because the fact is, you guys look fantastic in your business clothes. And believe it or not, in fact, I thought they looked even classier than the ladies. No offense to the ladies, but it worked for you guys.
David Hickman is a character who's just a little too excited about these fresh-faced young men.
And I talked about sexuality the other night in the boardroom. You gotta have a little bit of sexuality. You know what I mean? Is that right? Is that correct in the business world? I don't know, hell. But the fact of the matter is you guys attacked it. And you saw what you're up against and you went after it. And I think it proves that men can use their personal appearance to sell. I mean, look at them. They look great. You can see the shape, all of it.
I don't know, I find David as being a little feminine.
David had said that we were excellent because we used our sexuality.
I guess he's got a wife. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if he's been down that other road.
Again, appropriate? I don't know. I think great job. Great job, Concat.
They can use their sexuality in a blatant way, but just because we're attractive and maybe Annette wears a short skirt, they imply that we're completely flat out flirting. It's ludicrous.
It's sort of a double standard.
What am I supposed to do? Put a potato in my pants and look like a man?
Robert?
Yes, sir.
So you've been the team boss for Concat for a while now?
That's right.
Who's going to be wearing that beautiful crown?
Damien.
As you know, David Hickman has a fondness for the men. In particular, there's one young businessman he's got his eye on, Damien.
Excellent choice.
I wanted to stare down Damien, so I stared and stared and stared at him. He looked like he was a little kid in a barber's chair, just about to go under the scissors.
All right, congrats. Kent, want to continue?
Sure. Thanks, David.
Beauty, are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. I'll see you later. Thank you, be gone. Thank you, my beauty.
David Hickman was very impressed with this particular marketing technique. Very impressed.
Here's one of the problems with the frog outfit for me. We're thinking about communication here, so I couldn't see your mouth. I think that hurt the connection with the kids. On the other side, the guy's side, Concad, I knew exactly where to focus. I could see David's mouth. I could see David move his lips constantly. I could see his face. It's like, you know, I was attracted to his lips and his mouth. Boom, right in there. My eyes were drawn to his mouth. And they had a water cooler moment, a man-on-man kiss. And I gotta tell you, that got my attention.
Janie has her own thoughts on this. David has her own thoughts on this.
His own thoughts.
There was a lot of talk about the female anatomy going on. And David Hickman wasn't all that interested. So he decided to change the subject to one of his favorite topics, Damien.
What do you usually eat before you work out?
You know what? I usually don't eat too much, but I don't like to work out full, especially when I'm doing cardio.
So it looks like you have zero body fat.
David seemed to be more geared towards Damien.
If you do a cardio workout, do you only do cardio?
Hey, we're talking about girls' boobs here.
I don't put all my eggs.
Hey, do you know is Mamma Mia coming to Chicago?
It was here.
Speaking of, oh, it was?
It was here, and if it's not here now, it must be gone. It was.
Forget about that. I'm trying to hear about him feeling her.
Oh, all right.
David's a little suspect.
Yeah, I really wanted to see Mamma Mia.
Conversations on the boat.
I think that wedding ring might be a facade.
They tell me I'm on the verge of fame, so, you know, my stuff is pretty cheap right now.
Well, what have we here?
We are doing a little cleaning right now.
So I take it Damien's the artist?
Yes.
I walked in to check on Concad, and I wanted to know what their philosophy was behind the artist.
I'm a new modern artist here in America, and I've had pieces of the Tate, the Guggenheim, I'll say stuff like that.
His chest can be like splattered, and this was during his turmoil of like, am I straight or gay? And I threw out the idea that Damien could possibly be a homosexual artist. I would like him to be gay.
I can be, but you think people are actually going to believe this?
Yes. Carrie said, you know, we're thinking about making Damien gay. And I said, absolutely you should.
He should definitely be gay.
Why is that?
I think it's expected. Yeah?
Not a chance in hell.
You were monitoring Concad.
Yes.
Please.
Well, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but once again, I would like to single out Damien, if I could. I felt like I learned about the history of the artist Damien Scott. Two of my favorite pieces were The Angry Chair, where there are pieces thrown where you were angry at your mother, and Rescuing Beauty, where there was a man trying to find a man. And it was complicated in the middle. They were both trying to find themselves. I thought it was really terrific.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Yes.
David.
Well, I felt like Concad was certainly a force to be reckoned with. Early in the day, they found a rich vein at a store called Gay Mart. And they decided to go back, very wisely.
The store is called
Gay Mart.
Gay Mart?
Gay Mart.
Gay Mart.
G-A-Y.
Gaylord? Or Gay Mart?
No, Gay Mart.
Gay Mart.
Gay Mart.
Gay Mart.
Gay Mart.
Gay Mart.
Yeah.
Gay Mart.
Concad made one sale to Gay Mart for $677.51, a second sale to Gay Mart later for $531.79. So the total for the two sales was $1,209.30, all going to Gay Mart.